Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. You already know it's your boy. He is non-stop on it, man. He is on that grind. It is your boy Lewis, and I am back once again with another banger, man, on my fourth straight video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to receive the latest and greatest content I truly provide. I appreciate you guys for always taking the time to watch my video. And before I start with this video, shout out to Sierra Dean for giving me the info on this one with this article, man. I truly appreciate it, man. And as always, guys, make sure to like and share this video, man. Truly appreciate it, man. Only helps the channel grow, man. Once again, hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. So let's get right into this, shall we? So again, once again, I was given this article by Sierra Dean. So shout out to you. Thank you. And when I clicked on the link, it took me right to Bleacher Report. And then I'm looking at the title, says David Griffin. And it says, as you can see here, guys, it says that the Cavs had tried to pair Kevin Durant and LeBron James at the 2016 NBA Finals. Say what? Wait a minute. Is that the same 2016 Finals that LeBron James was bragging about on his show, The Shop, that when he came back from 3-1, that right there made him the greatest player of all time when he beat the Golden State Warriors before they acquired Kevin Durant, that David Griffin, the GM at the time, was trying to pair Kevin Durant and LeBron James. Now, let's get into the article. This was reported by Cal Newport on Twitter. As you can see the date, it is from today. It says, while the Golden State Warriors changed the course of the NBA history by signing Kevin Durant in July 2016, the Cleveland Cavaliers once dreamed of teaming the former Oklahoma City star with LeBron James. Wait a minute. Kevin Durant had gone on the last 2 years talking about how the Golden State Warriors had a very fun team and how the system looked so much fun to play in, especially with the core of guys that they had. And how the LeBron stans were getting upset because how Kevin Durant ruined the NBA with the move that he made once again. Kevin Durant is a free agent. Was I a fan of the move? No, because as a competitor, you want to compete against the best and beat the best. I am an old school guy, but this is the era that we're in, so you kind of got to live with it. The only problem that I have is the LeBron fans only want to bring Kevin Durant, but never want to blame LeBron James for forming two super teams. It's okay because LeBron did it, but it's not okay Kevin Durant did it because he ruined the NBA because he joined the team that beat him. Now, okay, I'm not a fan of the move, but you guys are more salty because LeBron James, this guy right here, by joining the Warriors, prevented any notion for LeBron winning championships. And what's happened? His plan has backfired so bad that when he went to the Western Conference, knowing that these Eastern Conference teams were going to get better, and it's the truth. And look what happened in 1 year in the Western Conference. I've already talked about everything that's happened this year. The bottom line is LeBron is deemed to be the greatest player of all time. He's deemed so great that he could take any team and make them a playoff team because, as again, it's a team accomplishment when LeBron loses. LeBron James is the orchestrator and the main catalyst when the victories are by the team. So, like I said, guys could do the dirty work that don't show up in the stat sheet. A guy could play well alongside LeBron, but he's going to get overshadowed because LeBron is the alpha male. He is the BL to end all. He is the de facto, ladies and gentlemen. So he's going to get all the credit, which unfortunately, that's the business of the 3-6 mafia that we live in. The LeBron James Justice Coalition, the Levengers, whatever you want to call them. But David Griffin here says, former Cleveland Cavalier general manager David Griffin recently revealed to ESPN.com's Zach Lowe that the team explored signing Kevin Durant. So this guy who's been gloating about how much he beat the Golden State Warriors, I wonder what his reaction would have been if they had been able to acquire Kevin Durant. So that means LeBron James would have played with another superstar player. He would have played with another all-star. He would have played with one of the best players in the NBA. A lot of people look at Durant as number 2. Wow, the number 2 player in the NBA plays with the number 1 player in the NBA? So in other words, even if they would have had to gut their entire roster, because isn't that what the Golden State Warriors did as well, ladies and gentlemen? Their roster was debunked so that they can even acquire Kevin Durant. The people forget that 7 players were lost. Harrison Barnes, Andrew Bogut, Festus Ezeli, Leandro Barbosa. Who else? I'm forgetting Brandon Rush. Who else? I forgot who the other player was. Darn it. Man, his name escapes me, man. What is his name? Um, Damn, I don't remember now. But basically my point is that look, all those players had to be shed off the roster to make room for Kevin Durant. The same thing would have had to happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But do you think LeBron honestly would have cared? I don't think so. Knowing that he'd get another superstar to play with so that you two could go on saying the many players that LeBron had carried to an NBA championship, because that's exactly what was going to happen. So David Griffin further says, I don't believe you can dream big enough in the NBA, Griffin told Lowe. You have to go through the exercise. Adding the former scoring champ would have required a teardown of a championship roster. This is why, again, I say, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happened with the Golden State Warriors. They had to tear down their roster to get Kevin Durant because all they keep saying is that he joined a 73-19. Kevin Durant, let's say that the Warriors lose one player and Durant joined. That would have made more sense to join the 73-19. He went to the core players that were part of a 73-19. That's the correct way to put it. He joined Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson because Draymond Green was recruiting Kevin after they lost. And Draymond said it best, man, after they won the 2017 championship. Hey, if we blew a 3-1 lead and the consolation prize was to get Kevin Durant, then so be it. Because look what's happened. LeBron James has lost 8 out of 9 playoff games to the Golden State Warriors the last 2 years in the NBA Finals. Gentlemen sweep in 2017 and got swept last year. So, I mean, in that case, it was all worth it. So maybe that's why LeBron keeps saying that one championship equates to 2 championships when he beat Golden State, because he's lost the last 2, right? So once again, by your logic, LeBron James, so wouldn't that mean that technically with these 2 losses, you've lost 4 championships? I don't know, just saying, since you say that coming back from 3-1, almost is like 2 championships. As you also said, passing Michael Jordan is like winning a championship as well. So it's so crazy. It's like he says all of these things just to be like, yo, it's just, I'm trying to cement my GOAT status, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell y'all that I am the best thing, man. I'm the best thing going. I'm the best thing that's ever been going in NBA history. So when I just shake my head, man, because as we further go down, it says ultimately, though, Durant signed with Golden State, which proved costly for Cleveland. Oh, it's not just costly for Cleveland, most costly for LeBron James. Because let's face it, Cleveland has one championship in their 52-year drought in NBA history. It's so crazy how LeBron says he's the greatest. Michael Jordan was part of a dynasty. And you're comparing one championship as if it equals to to Michael Jordan's 6. The Bulls were a laughingstock. Michael Jordan helps them continue to win. They build their team through the draft. They get some key free agents. And eventually, what do? They win 6 championships in 8 seasons in the 90s. That's a dynasty. All LeBron did was, with the help of the NBA, come back from 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors. Yes, he balled out. Yes, Kyrie balled out. So LeBron had help from both his team and the NBA. Because I'm going to say this again. LeBron James did not lead the Cavaliers in any plus-minus category the entire series. He didn't. Look it up. He didn't lead a single plus-minus statistical category, which basically tells you a lot of his teammates had a lot of impact in the series that nobody really likes to talk about. Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, and Kyrie Irving all were very impactful in the 2016 NBA Finals. And I'm going to say this again, ladies and gentlemen, even if it went 7 games, it was one of the worst finals I've ever seen. One of the worst. Game 7 was the most competitive. Other than that, every game was pretty much a blowout. Game 5 was pretty tight, but then the Cavs ended up blowing out the Golden State Warriors in Game 5. And that was the night Klay Thompson had 37 points. Draymond had 32, 15, and 7 in Game 7. And they only lost by 4. But the key factor was Steph and Klay were non-factors in Game 7. Steph Curry shot 6 for 19. And despite all of those, the Warriors only lost by 4. And that was with the help of the NBA. Oh, but Draymond Green played in Game 6 and 7. Yo, it's like they just love to hang on narratives, man. There was no rim protector with Bogut. It's like, how do you forget how big that was? Or how about the fact that Iguodala can't really jump with his back spasms? Or how Curry was not himself? Because I love how they say that, with Steph Curry not playing, he put on the jersey, so he's technically 100%. But yet every single time with LeBron, ever since he's been back 17 games with this groin injury, LeBron is kind of slow. He doesn't look right. He's dunking the basketball, but the groin injury, so it's kind of take time. He's pacing himself. You see how you guys move the goalposts and just continue to make excuses? Exactly. So furthermore, David Griffin right here, it says he helped the Warriors defeat the Cavaliers in the NBA Finals in each of his first 2 seasons in the Bay Area, winning Finals MVP both times. After losing to Golden State in 6 games in 2015 and winning the title in 7 games in 2016, Cleveland just took 1 contest in 2 series against Durant and company the last 2 years. Ironically, beating the Golden State in 2016 may have cost Cleveland any shot it had at landing the superstar, although it's not clear how seriously he would have considered signing with them. Well, you know that they're going to use that argument because if Kevin Durant was on the Cleveland Cavaliers, the LeBron stance would have said, if they were able to pull it off, they would have said, well, Kevin Durant has a right to go where he wants as a free agent. But, because he's with the Warriors and because he's with Steph Curry, because Steph Curry was starting to be considered the best player in the NBA because of his 2016 season, and it rubbed LeBron fans, including LeBron himself, the wrong way, and because the media was, really predicating to Steph, that was when people really started to go against him. Because I remember how many people, Steph Curry didn't even make any excuses after that 2016 NBA Finals. And fans had the nerve. They were just saying outlandish, outrageous things to Steph Curry. They don't even know the man personally. And they were just saying how he wished he'd go to hell. Fuck Steph Curry. They would say, I wish the worst for him and his family. I hope they rot in hell. I hope they die. Just a lot of crazy stuff. And this is why I said that player power is a gift and it is a curse. LeBron James, once again, I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, he literally thought that this move he made was going to make sure that he was the only one in prime position to win and that players wouldn't be able to take advantage of the move he did. Once Kevin Durant outchessed LeBron James by joining an already built, natural, great team, and it became a super team with him, it was doomsday for LeBron James. Because once again, they were going to use that Eastern Conference as a narrative. Because now look what happened. It's now so far as, oh, wow, the fact that LeBron, why would he go to the finals if he's going to lose to the Warriors? What is the point of going there? It's exactly what happened. Look what's transpired in the East. These East teams got deeper. Kyrie Irving is healthy. And I'm telling you, the Celtics hit their stride at the right time, and LeBron was still in the Eastern Conference. Even if Cleveland were getting to the playoffs, their matchups don't look favorable because the Raptors are deep, the Celtics are deep, the Sixers are deep, the Pacers are deep. The thing with the Pacers, they're just missing their best player, but it's like all of those top teams, they have depth. And then the Milwaukee Bucks dealing with Giannis. He's dealing with an all-star to a superstar with a deep team with the first 5 teams. LeBron would have struggled. And so look at that. Kevin Durant could have been a Cavalier. Like I said, even though if he wasn't probably serious in joining them, imagine if he had joined the Cleveland Cavaliers and they were able to just build a little nice team together in that weak Eastern Conference coming out the East. This is why LeBron's statement looks so ridiculously idiotic and stupid, because you keep saying, oh man, because of me, these teams have a shot. When you really look at these teams and you, like I said, you don't hear, but you see. You don't hear what people tell you, but you're seeing it with your eyes. The Raptors were never really a threat. Last year, their team was deep, but you're not going to win a championship with DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. 1, they're very weak mentally. And 2, when you look at their style of play, it just doesn't equate to postseason winning. It just doesn't. That's why LeBron always had a mental edge on the Raptors, because their star players had a weak mindset. Like I said, after they beat them in game 1, coming back from double digits when the Raptors were outplaying them, Kyle Lowry already had the look of a defeated person in the series. I remember DeMar DeRozan in 2017 had said, look, man, if we had LeBron James, we would have probably won the Eastern Conference. And I said, you're giving this guy too much credit. Look what happens. First year in the Western Conference, and he's about to miss the postseason. Even with everything that's happened, I already said it in my other videos. I'm not going to go back to that. You want to come and make comments and then try to use selective memory and try to use selective cherry picking? Look at my other videos and what I said about this lost art of a Lakers season. I've already said it. But once again, here we go. It says, after the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead finals, Durant said in 2016 per FSGate.com's Connor Letourneau, as they lost, it became more and more real every day. You start to think about it even more to see if I would fit. Then once I sat down with these guys, everything that I wanted to know about them, they kind of showed me. But we don't have to talk about it because they didn't get the job done and they came after me and who knows what would have happened. I guess you could say I'm glad they lost. Warrior star Draymond Green started recruiting Durant immediately after that collapse, and the rest is history. It's worth wondering if James would still be in Cleveland had Griffin landed Durant. With his Cavaliers appearing to be one way closer to dethroning the Warriors, James signed with the Los Angeles Lakers this summer. Now, I'm going to say this. We talk about how much power, LeBron James has in terms of the player personnel and player movement. The issue with LeBron now at age 34, it looks like he wasn't eligible to be able to have a no-trade clause. So LeBron really doesn't have that much power because now he's locked in for 4 years. After this season, he has 3 years left in the contract. So the Lakers can pretty much trade him to wherever he wants. Now, he's going to try to do this whole thing by try to hostage to an organization. I was like, this is the Los Angeles Lakers here. You can't pull that ish with the Lakers if Jeanie Buss is strong enough and not let LeBron try to take control of this franchise, along with Magic. Because he tried to pull that bull job in Miami and Pat Riley wasn't having none of it. And LeBron lied to Pat Riley. It's funny because the Miami Heat would have been positioned to winning actually if LeBron had stayed over there instead of going back to Cleveland. Like I said, LeBron went back to Cleveland for a business move. He honestly fooled the fans of Cleveland. So don't come with the whole loyalty stuff. He got you a championship and he left once again to go to the Lakers because his excuse is going to be Dan Gilbert is the worst owner in sports. He's one of the worst owners. Let's be real about that. But let's face it, he's done a much better job in the second half of LeBron's career in his second run with Cleveland than he did in the first. But look at that. LeBron could have had Kevin Durant. And I just want to see what LeBron Stan's narrative was going to be if he had Kevin Durant on this team. What was going to be the issue? Because quite honestly, LeBron would have probably influenced Kevin Durant to pretty much travel with him. Have him as a follower, follow my lead because I can get you in terms of we can win as long as you travel with me, man. We keep winning championships. And it just tells you how such an intelligent player LeBron is. It's so crazy how we talk about his high basketball IQ. But his high basketball IQ pretty much backfired on him. You could say, oh, but it's led to him winning 3 championships. And once again, I'm going to say it. It's also led to LeBron having 6 finals losses. This is the stuff that LeBron hasn't figured out. Like I said, his ego and pride became his own downfall. Because now he didn't get what he wanted with Anthony Davis. In terms of the way he calculated his move, in terms of thinking he was going to be able to get control of players and control of a franchise, it all turned on him. And what is he doing? He's suffering for the first time since 2005, not even a chance to even participate in the postseason. And Broussard is so desperate, that fanboy who just chokes on LeBron's dick over here, he's going to make sure that LeBron gets talked about and make sure his name stays relevant and throughout the postseason when we don't need none more of that toxic BS. Like, enough is enough as it is. LeBron James is a great player, but we don't need to know any more about LeBron James. If you want to talk about LeBron James, talk about him in the offseason. The NBA playoffs should be focused about the 16 teams that are playing towards one goal, and that's trying to win an NBA championship, even if we know there are teams that are most likely not going to make it to the finals. That you could look at a team and say, well, they're probably a first or second round exit, while other teams you could look like they can make a deep playoff run. Because once again, the NBA is all about matchups, ladies and gentlemen. And with 7.5 games down for the 8th and final playoff spot, with 16 games to play, LeBron has already given up on this season. He's already quit because he didn't get what he wanted. And he's going to use all these other momentary distractions in terms of like passing Michael Jordan, all this kind of stuff, and getting these empty triple doubles as a way to say, yo, I'm still doing what I can, man. But it's too late, man. All these bull jobs you've been trying to pull all season and just talking nonsense instead of just playing basketball has cost you. And you're getting exposed for the first time. And it's like LeBron James needed this. And I just look at LeBron and I don't consider him a humble superstar because I feel like LeBron just has not learned his lesson. All this colluding, all this manipulating. Look what it got you in your first year wearing the purple and gold, being the poor man's 23 Michael Jordan over here, putting his number, and then put on the jersey that Kobe and all those other Laker greats put on, and you're making a disgrace out of yourself. It's embarrassing. But look at that. You would not be complaining had you had Kevin Durant on your team if the Cavs were able to pull this off. I mean, because what they could have sold to Durant is, yo, you got a chance to be in the finals every single year. So winning that, and then the fans are going to be like, oh, David Griffin was the one. LeBron wasn't the one that's talking to Kevin Durant. Trust me. LeBron would have loved this. Because this would have continued to build his narrative and to make his legacy, quote unquote, stronger, as in that I can get guys to play with me. When this guy's been trying to collude since 2006. Yeah, man. One of the worst things that the Cavs did was let go of David Griffin. You know, they're going to honestly regret that for sure. Because he really did a good job in that front office, bringing the pieces that LeBron asked for and that LeBron needed. So you can't say that KD hasn't done the job. I mean, that David Griffin didn't do the job, because he did, man. But I'm just saying, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. He tried to pair Kevin Durant with LeBron James. He tried it. Now, you could say it wasn't successful because he chose the Golden State Warriors because it looked like a more fun offense. But think about this also. I think KD also notices the LeBron system because, let's face it, he was in a similar system with Russell Westbrook. That's probably another reason why he didn't probably want to come to Cleveland to play with LeBron James. Because he would have been doing the same thing with LeBron. And let's face it, how has LeBron won championships? By deferring to a reliable number 2 option. A guy who could give you 20 points per game. Wait a minute. So then that means, wouldn't this be the 5th player that LeBron James has played with that has averaged more than 20 points a game? Because Durant averaged over 27 a game in 2016. But y'all going to sit here and say that, oh, LeBron either needs help or he needs another star. This just further proves to me that LeBron really can't get it done when it really matters. He's an unbelievable player. He's one of the greatest of all time. First ballot Hall of Famer. But let's be real, guys. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, Wade 2.0, and Kyrie Irving, and he possibly could have had Kevin Durant after winning a championship? People would have said KD was soft for joining LeBron in terms of his haters, and even KD fans, while LeBron lovers would have definitely loved that. And they would have just kept saying, oh, you see, LeBron can bring star players. See, that would have been the narrative. And quite honestly, I'm actually glad. See, I wasn't happy that he didn't go to Golden State. But from the other side, I looked at it as, okay, maybe he could prevent LeBron from winning championships and stop feeling himself. And LeBron has tried so hard to feel himself because he knows he's running out of excuses just as long as with his fans and the 3-6 Mafia. And, you know, it is what it is, man. But anywho, you know, that was just this take just on this article about David Griffin at least try to recruit Kevin Durant to come and try to pair him up with LeBron James. But like I said, when you get a star like that, you have to gut your roster. But anywho, this is your boy Lewis with another one, man. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you guys think of the comments on this story, man. This is really crazy. But it just lets you know, man. As always, guys, bless up, one love. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, guys. Peace. Thanks for watching.